Today's video is sort of just going to be a quick video covering how whims and PvP deviants work. So I haven't seen too much on the PvP side for deviants. Now, there's a few deviants you're going to want to keep an eye out for in PvP. And the first one is the Half Seed. I believe you get from the second or third monolith boss in the main story, so you should get this one guaranteed. The resource from this one, the Heart Vine, will allow you to craft the Living Armor Potion at the gear bench. This is pretty much a must in PvP. It is a lifesaver. It is going to basically guarantee... Think of it, if you play New World, as Death Defy for this game. It is going to recover all of your HP, and it is going to give you a shield. Now, this only works once every 10 minutes, but it is crucial to have. It is insanely good, and it will help you more than you know. The second one is actually the Rubik's Cube, as I call it. It's called the Space Trainer. The Rubik's Cube, I know one guaranteed spot to get the Rubik's Cube is right above Sunbury, and you go to the top of the lake here on the dock, I believe, is where you can find the Space Trainer. The Space Trainer allows you to create a space twister at the gear workbench. This allows you to summon teammates by your side. Now, you can imagine why this is so OP. If you're in a frontier and you need to repair your gear, you can teleport back to your base, repair your gear, and your teammate can instantly summon you back, so you don't have to waste any time traveling or get straight back into the action, basically. So this is a god tier deviant. It's really easy to craft. You know, I always have like 20 of them on me at all times, and it's really easy to use. You simply summon it. It's going to give you a prompt for your teammate. They're going to accept, and they're instantly going to be teleported to you. The next deviant is actually going to be one of your cradle overrides, which is the abilities that you get. So there's really two I'm going to recommend for PvP. The Samurai, which you may already know about. If you know, you know. And then the Blob, which is also a very strong deviant. The Blob is effectively an AoE sort of healing ability that also removes sanity. This is very good if you want to save stims, because stims are quite expensive in this game, and they actually hard nerf them, especially since you can't spam silos anymore on the cooldowns. What it does when you build a fortification is it's going to not only build a little barrier that can absorb bullets, which is nice, but it's also going to again be that AoE healing device that is absolutely amazing for saving stims and also just saving your ass in 1vx situations. This one, you probably already have it, and you got guaranteed it from completing the first monolith boss in the game. Now, the next one, the Samurai, there is a way to guarantee this one. This one is RNG, or you can open up the Evolution School banner, go to the season goals, and go to, I believe it's Rising Rivalry. Nope, it might be in the first one, sorry. First Encounter. Yep, challenges. First Encounter, and then melee 200 enemies will guarantee you the Xeno Purifier. It's only a level 1. You can get higher tier Xeno Purifiers, which do a lot more damage. And the way to get higher tier Xeno Purifiers, I think, is just completely RNG for memory. There might be a way to get them. I actually don't know. In fact, we might actually be able to see, because I believe I have a few more in my inventory. No, it doesn't say where it's from, but there's a high chance you'll probably come across a few of these, and at higher levels. Pick whichever one you have at the highest level. Skill rating 4, and 4 is one of the best you can get. I believe you can actually get 5, but it's a hell of a grind. This is the DPS deviant. This guy is pretty badass. In fact, he's a little too OP. He basically one-shots up to 5+ players at a time if you use it right. It's a 1vx machine, and it's absolutely cheese, and I don't use it in PvP personally because it's so easy. Like, I actually don't enjoy using it because you're not aiming at the end of the day. Using this deviant, you're not even playing for yourself. You're just letting the little samurai run. Well, it's not a samurai, it's a full-size samurai. He's running around just one-tapping other players in the back, and it absolutely needs a nerf. Derek, if you ever see this, nerf this motherfucker, please. The next deviant that I'm going to talk about is a little bit more interesting. This is the Masonic Pyramid. Now, the way you get this, I disagree with a little bit. It comes from winning or even just participating in a stronghold conquest. So you are kind of gatekept from this if you play solo, and it's also only on PvP servers. The other thing worth mentioning is that not only is it only in war, your warband won't get it either. Only the 12 that participate in the war will get the deviant. So it's a very limited deviant, which kinda sucks. And I really do hate that it is that gatekept. I personally wish you got this deviant by owning 3 platforms. I think that would be a really nice sort of middle ground between earning it through PvP and also actually incentivizing these engagement zones. If you're unfamiliar with PvP frontiers, these are very underutilized right now because people will just go around and grief your engagement zones, and there's just, again, no real purpose to actually control these platforms currently. So I really hope they remove this from being a war reward and change it to being a frontier reward. The reason why this deviant is unfair, it allows you to craft 2 resources, or generate 2 resources, the Mind Matrix and the Wolf Flame. These make 2 different potions. The Predator Whim potion, these are called Whims if you're unaware, and the Parapsychology Whim. These are absolutely busted. The first one allows you to effectively go into stealth mode when you disengage for 3 seconds and you have to crouch, and your next attack will deal 50% more weak spot damage. This can be activated once every 10 seconds. In fact, I'm going to use one of these right now because I have a lot on me. Another thing you could do is actually, if you have this deviant, you could sell this in vending machines and make a lot of EL, or energy links as it's referred to. So again, we're going to pop it here and just show you how it works. So I'm simply going to crouch and I'm going to enter a stealth state. Now it's not fully invisible, but it is an advantage. Like, this will make your enemies possibly second guess or possibly miss you on the first scan. So it is a very OP potion that is, again, very gate kept, and I would like to see this deviant become more widely available. The fact that it's not even your warband and it's just the 12 that participate, furthermore, makes it a little bit more busted, and it's a stronger situation that really needs to be looked at. So the same power dynamic that happened in New World when it came to gold, and I just don't think it's a good move from the devs. So again, if I crouch down here and I go to my dummy, I'm going to shoot him. I deal an insane amount of extra damage on that first bullet. As you can imagine, it's again, completely busted. The second potion that this guy generates is called Parapsychology. This gives you an indicator if there's an enemy looking at you outside of your vision. So this is very similar to the High Alert perk if you've ever played Call of Duty. You will get an indicator on the side of your screen if there's someone looking at you that you cannot see. You will get an indicator to help you sort of pinpoint that enemy. And if you're familiar with PvP in this game, you know the audio is very bad and needs a lot of tweaking and improvements. You can't even hear snipers that are 50 meters away from you, let alone any gun 50 meters away from you. So this is an absolute game changer, and again, it's such a gatekeep potion. The stronger it gets stronger, and I really hope it gets changed. You can sell these at vendors for energy links, and it's a win-win for everybody. It allows players that don't have the deviants to get this, and allows you to make some profit as well. At least make it available to everyone through the means of PvP. As I said, I would like it to be available through Frontier PvP, not Conquest Wars. So those are sort of the main things I wanted to cover. The 3 win potions and the 2 recommended PvP deviants, Samurai and the Blob as your Cradle Override abilities, the Halve Seed as your Living Armor potion, the Space Time or Space Turner Rubik's Cube as a way to instantly link up with teammates in action if you need to repair your gear, especially useful, and then last but not least that Masonic Pyramid, which is quite a game changer when it comes to PvP, and again, I think it's absolutely busted that it's not available to everyone. So I hope this sort of clarifies how whims work, what deviants you should run in PvP, and again, the next video is going to cover some slightly more interesting stuff such as PvP movement tech, which I do want to get onto because I've been focusing a lot on movement tech and just combat tech in general when it comes to this game. In fact, I'll give you a little glimpse of one here called the Rapid Fire Sniper Bolt Cancel, which will probably get fixed after posting this video. But that is all I wanted to talk about in today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.